Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
So today we're gonna continue to talk about Constitution. Yesterday's homework was to study Constitution, right? So Constitution is our plan for government, right? The article of the Constitution talk about duties of three main parts of government: judicial branch, executive branch, and legislative branch, right? The articles also talk about the separate powers of federal and state government and how to change the constitution. So, who can tell me about first two articles? Kaluna?
Article 1, the legislative branch. The USA Congress makes the law for the United States. The Congress has two parts, houses, colored houses, and one is the House of the Legislature and Senate. The Article 2, it's executive branch, the president, the vice president, and cabinet, the departments under the cabinet. Congress carry out the laws made by Congress.
Really good. Who's next? Who can tell me about the next? Ladies, please.
Article 3. Judicial branches. The
Speak up a little bit.
Supreme Court has decided court cases according to the U.S. Constitution. The courts under the Supreme Court decided criminal and civil court cases according to the correct federal, state, and laws. Article 4. States power. States have the power to make and carry out of all laws. States' laws are related to the people, problems of their area. States respect other states' law and work together with other states to fix regional problems.
Really good, really good. Who can tell me about next article? Gabi?
Article 5. New amendments can be added to the U.S. Constitution with approval by a two-thirds vote in each house of Congress.
Good. And next two? Please.
Article 6. It's about federal powers. The Constitution and federal laws are higher than state and local laws. All laws must agree with the U.S. Constitution. Article 7. Ratification. The Constitution was presented to George Washington and the men at the Constitutional Convention of September 17 of 1787. Representatives from 12 out of the 13 original states signed the Constitution from 1787 to 1788. The states may talk about the finally vote to approve the Constitution.
So you did a great job, you guys. Thank you. And now we're gonna talk about the amendments, all 27 amendments. And I want to pass out worksheet. There you go. And we'll talk about it. So, what do you know about amendments? Who can tell me about the first 5 amendments? Okay.
The First Amendment established the people's right to vote. The second one maintains the states have the right to have the armed medias. The third one protects people from being forced to soldiers in peacetime. The fourth one requires police to provide a good reason to obtain a search warrant. And the fifth guarantees the government cannot take private property for its own use without the owner's agreement.
Thank you so much, Popcorn. Who can read next? Alice?
Amendment 6. Protects the rights of people accusing of crimes. Amendment 7 requires the most people accusing of civil criminals to be given juries. Amendment 8 says that the bills fail and punishment of crime not be unfair. Amendment 9 states that people's rights are not limited to those listed in Constitution. Amendment 10 says that the government power not mentioned to the Constitution belong to the people.
Really good. Who's next? Who wants to read next? Karina?
Amendment 11 provides the citizen of the state suing another state in the federal courts. Amendment 12 requires that electors for the president and vice president clearly identify the party of candidate belongs to. Amendment 13 forbids slavery in the United States. Amendment 14 requires that states give all people equal protection under the law. Amendment 15 provides the enacting voting rights of cross of the race.
So now you get the ideas what the amendment's about, right? So let me tell you about Amendment 16. Amendment 16 established Congress' right to pass an income tax. Amendment 17 changed the way in which U.S. senators are elected. Amendment 18 established prohibition. Amendment 19 prohibits denying the rights to vote based on sex. Amendment 20 shortens the time between elections and taking office. Amendment 21 repeals Amendment 18, which is repeal of prohibition. So the next amendment is, Gabi, are you listening?
Yes.
Yes. Can you tell me about next amendment that I was talking about?
Which one?
You should pay attention. It was Amendment 22, please.
Okay. Amendment 22.
Yes.
Okay. Amendment 22 limits the year of presidential powers. Amendment 23 gives the residents of Washington, D.C. the right to vote in local elections. Amendment 24 forbids a tax on property. Amendment 25 establishes when and how the vice president can take over presidential powers. Amendment 26 extends suffrage to citizens who are 18 years of age. And Amendment 27 deals with pay raises for members of Congress.
Really good. So homework for tonight is study, and tomorrow we're gonna have a quiz. So have a good day, you guys.
Bye.